Hey everybody, I'm Sir.
Matt up.
I'm Will, and we are
Working Title.
Betrayal.
Like God.
We are back for another episode of Vinland Saga Season 1, Episode 23, Miscalculations.
That was
Glad
really bad.
two-thirds of us did the glass tilt.
Oh, I did this. What the fuck?
Last on was all Ascalado. Big old flashback about his origins with his mother. We learned that, comparative to Torfin, Askeladd's a boss and Torfin needs to get over his issues.
Seriously.
I guess that's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
And they're heading back to York, it looks like. We do have to have the... what is it? The
Banquet.
banquet with the king himself, Mr. Swen.
Think Harold's gonna be there?
I hope... oh my gosh, that'd be great.
The brother
If
pulls up.
everybody shows up.
Yeah.
Even the boyfriend of the sister. Even if the sister shows up, that'd be cool. If like all the people show up together.
The sister?
Yeah, who are you talking about?
Torfin's sister.
They're in
What?
Iceland.
Iceland, yeah.
I know, I'm saying it'd be cool if everybody was invited.
Oh.
Nope.
What? I mean,
Not gonna happen.
Leif Erikson said his mother's health got worse. I think she's taking care of her mom.
She's in a wheelchair. They'll push her through the snow.
They'll just wheel her through the snow.
Alright, Bran Stark.
Guys,
If you enjoy the content, make sure you leave a like, punch the subscription button, notification bell, comments, all the saying what's up in your native language. Good morning, good night, good afternoon. If you want to see the show 1 week in advance, check it out on our Patreon. It's somewhere up there. We got a bunch of new shows coming out soon with the new year. Check it out.
But this is not a market substitute. If y'all want to check out Vinland Saga, go whatever anime streaming service you prefer, and come back to YouTube and watch your boys Working Titles Reactions. We're gonna punch it.
I'm loud. Playing at the anthem.
Northumbria, York, day of the Imperial Council. 1014.
Did you see it? There was his mom.
funny.
これみんな族長たちが食うんか
Looks so good.
The head of lettuce or the uncooked meat?
All of it looks good.
The uncooked meat.
Is this Thorfinn?
Yeah, just dry.
Yeah.
God,
Is he even walking or is he being carried?
He's
Yeah.
slushing along.
こんなこと見てやるお兄貴のやつ誘えそうになったのに気づいて
Red.
I didn't even notice.
Dude, look how realistic the snow looked on his arm.
Yeah,
So frail.
What the shit?
powdery.
Yeah.
やはり陛下のお心はクヌート様よりハラルド様かクヌート派は面白くなかろうな
Yeah, surely they are.
高い
You're talking too
な
loudly.
すみませんさ身の振り方を改めねばならんかいやいや
So dumb.
The
That's good,
canoodling.
but I hate it.
加わった
Thorfinn.
I didn't. Okay.
Canute.
I said canoodling.
I know, this is
I know.
the pun,
ケ
dude.
イトのは政治の出来の
Was it?
ものだ
Okay.
そういえばクヌート派にもう一人加わったのがいたな確かアシュラット
Covered
ハ
in
イマン
ash.
とかいう
That's the man that killed Tors.
The living crown.
Dude, he is like one of the most disgusting people that have ever been animated. Just like looks so foul.
Pizza the Hut.
Rodriguez was pretty weird.
Yeah, but like not like that though.
Not that bad.
おおごち
Gunnar.
Wait, I thought
That's
he
good.
was killed.
No.
They let him go.
御身の護衛に心配はありますまいさすがにこの場で人情沙汰に及ぶバカはおらんでしょう
Unless it's Red Wedding level, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rip. As the wine pours red.
I can't believe this kid.
Oh, from
There's
the
the shot.
intro.
Oh yeah. Can't believe on this important day he decided I'm gonna get my ass beat so I can't do
Yeah.
anything.
He's not gonna even be of use for the assassination.
おい
Bro.
あなんだよ。
Is he gonna say something? Or just...
なんだこのガキよ。何してんじゃねえぞこの野郎。
Come on, man. We're gonna beat up the kid that's already been beaten up? Oh, no, he can't do... Oh. Alright. Oh, okay.
There you go.
Alright, so he's still, like, mentally there. Cool. Nice.
Oh, this guy again.
Oh, yeah. From the assassination episode.
Yeah. Good, now I can just sit in here and think.
積年の望みは叶い、ついにこの地イングランドは世の滑るところと相なった。また古きともトルケルと我が息子クヌーとも神々の加護により我が元へと帰り来た。
Yes. The
我が家の
gods.
喜びである。よくぞ戻ったな、クヌート。父は嬉しいぞ。
Stone cold.
そなたには神領よりマーシアの統治を任せる。マーシア、イングランドで最も豊かな土地。
Oh, he gave him the best land.
噂はやはり噂に過ぎませんか。次なる戦地アイルランドにおいても
Ireland.
They're moving on north.
Let's go. Insolent tyrant.
勝てる。王の反応が俺の
Just as I expected.
俺の作戦に対処しきれてねえ証拠だ。
Oh boy.
主導権を取れる。
Don't get overconfident.
不老機の旦那いい顔だな。あんたには悪いが今後は孫くじ引いてもらうぜ。この喧嘩を仕切るのは俺だ。駒も揃ってる。俺ならや
I
る。
hope you can.
Yeah, I know,
I hope
seriously.
you can.
I'm actually
We
getting
got 2
worried.
episodes.
この地には未だ王に対する恐れを知ら
Oh
ない
no!
王はおる。
Is he going to put Askeladd to death or something?
かねばならぬ。世は奴らに心中を進める使者を使わした。にもかかわらず連中は二度にわたってはねつけおった。
Wins!
カモチの者どもに真の王者の
no.
であるかを知らしめるのだ。
That's literally the exact opposite of what we needed.
Yeah.
心得よ、諸君。
Show Escalade. Yep.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No! No!
Damn it, Askeladd. He didn't think that move out, man.
Because it's such a dumb and apparent move.
聞こえるのか。おきら。命令だ。
Leaf.
Oh yeah.
手下か。トルフィン。
Oh,
I love his little frail voice.
yeah.
Torfin. So cute.
Let's go home.
Please. Let's get out before it gets bad.
お前らしき男が連れて行かれたとは、どれほど辛い思いをしてきたか。
Oh no.
今でも昨日のように思い出すんじゃよ。トールス、ヘルガ、ユルバ、そして
Yo.
幼いお前の笑顔をな。昔ブラッタリーの沖で食べ物はなくなり船も潰れた。仲間6人はみんな死んだ。
And he discovered Megatron.
So weird. That same
Sad
thing.
thought.
Let's go.
That's funny.
それでもわしはずっと氷の上を歩き続けた。 なぜだかわかるか。どれほどすさんだ海であろうと、どれほど凍えた海だろうと。
Is this tours?
Yeah.
That wave animation is amazing. That is so cool!
Yeah, I was just looking at this earlier, thinking to myself, I'm sad that WIT is not doing AOT. They're so good. So good. Just like a warrior.
俺の誇りをかけてな。だからトルフィン、これはお前のために言うんじゃない。わしのためだ。どうあってもお前を故郷のアイスランドへ連れて帰る。それがトールズに対するわしのけじめだ。
Let's go. Do it.
そしらぬ風に見えるがな。先ほど一瞬のことです。ウェールズと聞いて顔色を変えました。
Piecing this together.
あやつめの弱みにつながる何かがあるやもしれません。
So was it a gamble they didn't know?
くださいませ。
That might have just been part of the, like, screw them.
そんなガツガツすんなよ。みっともねえ。
I'm expressing my gratitude.
God of Harvest.
なんだ。どういうことだ、すべもおめえ。俺とウェールズのつながりを知ってる？そんなはずはねえ。フロークに話したことはねえ。たとえ知っていたとしても、俺への嫌がらせのためだけに
Just a piss
Yeah.
me off.
Yeah, that's true.
だが、やっぱり偶然か。
Well, that's good that you can figure that out.
考えろ。時間がねえ。春先までに何ができる？
You kill him here and
You
now.
just gotta,
I don't know what else to
gotta
do.
think and kill now.
More kills are.
500だけだな。戦力差がありすぎる。将軍たちの批判の根回しの時間が。イングランド
His brain is
Damn, look at his
pulsing.
brain!
It's trembling.
結局はウェールズが主戦場になる。
What am I supposed to do?
Think!
調子で
Brain blast!
戦艦の前に来るかもしれん。
Damn, he's gonna have like an aneurysm.
今さら
Come on.
Dude, this kid. Don't talk to me about him now.
遥かな西、海の向こう、
Bring up Vinland.
たわわに果実が実り、真っ青な草原が波打つ深夜地。
It's like the only other thing he cares about.
Yeah.
Good time to bring it up.
フィ
True.
ンランドだ。フィンランドだ。国に戻って少し落ち着いたら一緒にかの地を目指そう。
There we go. We loop through and then go.
お前も言っていたじゃないか。
That was like what you wanted to
ホ
do.
ールズも行きたがっていたと。
Honor your father and go yourself. And also say hi to mom and sister.
Bring them
ホー
with
ル
you.
ズも
Yes.
かの地を目指したに違いない。
Come on.
Episode over.
Get up off your ass, man.
He's gonna say, not yet.
あれは一体どういうからくりだったんだ？なんでウェールズ人たちがデンジンの前に味方したんだ？
Should you tell Torkel?
No.
おふくろの墓がある。あの地は
This is my home?
俺の故郷。
Oh my gosh.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful country.
なんだな。
Sorry to hear that.
気の
Yeah.
毒さまだ
We're
な。
about to lay waste to it. I think Thorkel's trustworthy enough for
グ
that.
ルート殿下の重視。オラフの子アシェラッド殿、
What's up?
前に進まれよ。
What do you want?
Your reward.
たく。
Now, no boy.
Bet that knee hurt.
俺ってやつはどうしてこうドタ
The 11 star,
ないも
yeah.
んね。
Cliffhanger. Get the remote.
We only got one more. End of the prologue. That's what it's called.
A good passer-by episode 2, the finale. Things are prepping for something. I don't know what the finale is really going to be because the war is not coming until spring. It looks like the only things that might happen is either we have to kill the king, then in the finale, or Torfin's just going to ditch him and we won't know. I don't know.
I think it's gonna be that.
Which the latter one?
Yeah, the latter.
We have all the people, all the lords of the different lands coming in for the banquet. The banquet's not exactly what I thought it would be. I thought it would be a little bit like more of a giant dinner and all these people from everywhere with their wives and children and everybody. But it's like a ceremony to honor the people who've done deeds in war.
Yeah.
More than anything, it's a front to show, hey, our relationship with Canute's good, right? Yeah, it's
Right.
pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Whew, I thought it was bad.
Yeah.
Lots of canoodling.
That was fine. I know you didn't mean
I
it,
didn't
but
mean it.
me and Will were like,
Wait, there's no way. You said that.
he got. I think
I
he
didn't
was
mean
frustrated that we didn't. We thought it was.
Yeah.
I did think it was intentional at first, but that's so good. How more
You even
close
you
can you get?
emphasized it. You were like, "Oh, the canoodling."
And me and Will,
I'd have to watch this back.
me and Will literally go.
I was like,
I know. I was
"There's no
like,
fucking
what'd I do?
It was funny. That's a good. I like that. It's like Sinlings. It's almost too good. It has to stay and remain.
He made a pun and didn't realize he made a pun.
It was perfect.
Oh.
There literally couldn't have been like the term canute is so out of the English dictionary for usage that
But,
it couldn't have been used at a better time.
There's no canute in canoodling.
Yeah, but the
It's
way you
close enough.
It
Okay.
doesn't matter. You don't need.
And
to
canute's a main
I'm
focus
not gonna
of
lie
the
though,
show.
like the when you because you did emphasize the noodling or noodling. I thought you said a T. I thought there was a T in there
I
for
did
a second.
too.
I was like, "There's no way."
But that's still, regardless of intentional or not, that highlight of the episode. Just because there's no bloody way that could have been as good. So all the lords are coming in. Torkel's just there to eat. Askeladd's there to see how it goes down. So it looks like he didn't underestimate. They went in overestimating
Yeah.
the king's ability, and the king, in a way, didn't have a plan. It
No.
wasn't that he chose the whales as a target to spite him, but he chose such a opposite of what would have been, I guess, encouraged for the king
Yeah.
to throw them off to see what would happen. As you said, an FU move, kind of. And ironically, it struck a chord with the man who has the strongest love for that land.
Yeah. It was a very lucky move by
Yeah.
King Swen
It
to pick the one. I mean,
It was luck.
I mean, Ireland, England, like they have England under their complete control, and then there's Ireland, Scotland, and Wales, and they happen to pick Ireland and Wales to be the next targets of their, their next focus of their war eyes. So
Yeah.
the timing of it was perfect. I mean, Askeladd's face too was so funny. He was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder why it would be why he would be so stunned, because he's so clever that I feel like if you kill the king, you can still make it work in your favor of being like, all right, change of plans. We actually talked to the Welsh under Canute's control. We talked to the Welsh. They don't want to cause beef with us. We're going to make a pact with them where we can still work off their lands, but it's going to be more of a trade as opposed to a dominion takeover. Which I don't think you needed to do such a brain blast,
Yeah, but
unless that won't work.
well, the Welsh are they're prideful. Remember the one that was a part of a separate kingdom, not part of the one that was helping.
Askeladd.
Was like ready to be like, screw you guys.
Yeah.
Even though it was like a front in that moment for all the Vikings, but like still they're not like known to like work together.
Well, in that episode, aren't the Welsh not all like united?
No, they're not.
It's split all
There's
over the
multiple
place.
kingdoms, just like England.
I don't think I know where the current status is. Does Canute know about the plans with Wales? Has he not been informed of that yet?
That I don't know.
Or is that only between the
No.
Armin-looking guy and the Roman
No,
guy?
Thorkel did say, because we're doing this, because remember Canute, there was the whole battle with Canute where he was like, no, I'm the prince. I can't make decisions for things because I'm not the king. I'm not my father. I can't do something that my father didn't approve of. Like, remember, he said that when Askeladd and Ragnar were like, all right, buddy, all you got to say is we will reward Wales or help or like keep their
And they
independence.
signed something. Was that just to get him through the land?
Well, yeah, but it was like Canute's agreement to
Do it one day?
to protect them or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So to some degree he would know. So I feel like it's not... I feel like the easiest thing to do would be kill the king, and then if you're too worried about the Welsh being stubborn, you tell Canute, let's just put a front on and say that we took it over to please our Viking people, and then we just have at minimum like a trading deal.
Well, I mean, in fairness, though, you gotta remember that Floki, who's loyal to the king, still controls the army, and
They have all these other lords in the room too.
all the other lords are in the room, and like
I don't-
everybody already is assuming that the king tried to assassinate Canute.
Dude.
I mean, even when he was like, "We'll give you Mercia," and the two guys were like, "Wait, that's the most prosperous land in all of England.
Yeah.
Maybe that didn't actually happen." And then the other one was like, "No, that's exactly why he's giving him the most prosperous land. You're not seeing it." And then they start talking, and they stopped. The crowd stopped like murmuring about what was going on. So, like. Even if even if they go and killed Swen right now, or like as soon as he walks out or goes to bed tonight, he's dead. The next day, everybody's gonna know that it was Canute. So that's gonna cause some type of like rift, power struggle for like some of the lords that supported Swen, maybe some that wanted Harold. Like it's gonna cause a whole like civil war, which is like what they're low key trying to avoid. They're trying to get like a passing of power to Canute quickly. I mean, the plan is to assassinate Swen, but they just can't do it right now. It's just too obvious.
I mean, do they even have a plan, or I feel like it's just an idea right now?
Well, they had a short-term goal, but what was the short-term goal? It was to give false info to Gunnard, who would go pass it to the king, so that the king's moves would be inaccurate against their moves.
Yeah, well, they want the king to think that we're going to be playing the super, super long game, which is not the intention. Like, to be playing, like, the 10-year down the road, like, we're going to, protect or stop everyone, whatever. So, or they're playing the long, they're making the king think that they'll play the long game so that it's like, Canute will work his way up to being king, eventually. Whereas, like, they probably are looking for more of a short term, but they just can't do it in this moment. It just doesn't make sense to do it right now.
Right.
After all this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
That's why I think he's freaking out. He needs to reorganize his plan.
Well, you remember too, Askeladd the whole time when he having his brain blast moment, he's like, "Well, we could just assassinate him, or I could make a plea to Wales, but that might start a rebellion. Like, I need to figure out a way to do this without fighting right now.
Yeah,
like that's
or being too suspect that he has ties to Whale, making it too obvious that he has a heart for those people. If he says we shouldn't go there.
Yeah, that would get him thrown out of like being part
Viking.
of Canute's life and being a Viking.
And Floki was already saying, "Hey, you made a reaction to the Wales thing, so we should
Keep that in mind." Yeah,
we should double down on that maybe at some point."
Yeah.
That's his
Floki.
true weakness.
Damn. And he was just talking a big game too about Floki, and then that shit happens.
Yeah.
Damn.
Floki was like, "He did something. We got a point."
Yeah.
The Sea King.
We have an idea on how to break this man.
His face went almost pale for like a second. I saw it. Freaking squarehead.
One drop of sweat. I saw it.
And he
I caught it. Here it is.
Thorkel. He told Thorkel about it.
Yes, he did.
He said, "Yeah, it's a prideful country.
It's my home.
My home.
My country."
And he said, "But this is between us." And Thorkel goes, "Okay, cool."
Yeah, I mean, that's probably the best person to talk, because Thorkel doesn't give
He does.
He's just there to fight. I mean, like, he's not gonna, like... He's no, like, leg in the race of what's going on,
I wonder how he will feel.
I mean, he didn't even rat Tors.
How long can we have someone like
True.
Thorkel tamed? Like, is he so radical that when the day comes, should we dethrone a king and dethrone an army, that we can have a peace? Like, I don't know what comes for a man like Thorkel, unless he dies before we get to that point.
He switched sides like that.
Under a promise of destroying the king, though.
Yeah.
A great war.
They could use him as the front man. They could blame him.
They could blame him.
That's what I'm saying. They could blame him.
Yeah.
He might like that.
I know. Let's get a little fighting for him. Like, hey man, here's the deal. We're gonna pin this all on you, and then you're gonna have to run from us for the rest of your life. And he's like, so I get to keep fighting?
Yeah.
Forever?
How about this? You get unlimited food, and you become public enemy number one.
Or
Yes.
unlimited bacon.
No one will understand.
Who gives a shit? Shadow Caleb.
What?
Well, also, and when you were talking about what they could do to the king, he could just use some loyal dude's sword like he did his dad.
But they have to make a good enough reason to the public. Like, remember he picked
Herald sword.
Yeah, but they have to pick a kid or a person that already hates the king, or that's already on bad terms with the king publicly. He picked the brother that had the most problems with his father to kill his father.
Yeah, right now it looks like Canut's the one who would be.
And Canute would be the most that's what I'm saying. That's why that they can't assassinate him right this moment, because now it would be so fucking obvious that it was Canute.
All right, if they can make a wheelchair back then,
oh my gosh,
they could make a DNA scanner.
No, low off, but nice try.
I don't know. It could be Torfin. It could be Torfin. Then he runs away to Vinland.
There's that.
That works.
But he's a servant of Canute. He's his guard.
Not yet. I mean, the people.
Even those random dudes know that he's Canute's guard.
But in today's episode, they were like, "Well, what? He can't be the guard if he's this
that
far
guy's
away
just
from
a
the banquet."
prick. Okay, he's just an asshole.
If they don't know who Askeladd is, why would they know who Thorfinn is for much longer? He's a kid who's. They can just blame it on Tor's son. Tor's son who's running away to Vinland with a sailor. Speaking of, Thorfinn is weak to the bone that he can barely stand, hits a man, falls over.
He's hit rock bottom.
Still good enough to fight 3 other men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love that, like, not trying, but definitely beat 3 grown men.
Leg sweep.
Yeah, leg sweep, hand to the face, and then foreheaded the guy's gut.
Yeah, head to the gut.
That was cool.
Boom!
And
he got locked up for it.
And Mr. Sailor Man came down and said, "Hey, if you're not gonna do it for your mom and daughter, sister, let's go to Vinland, honor your father, but we'll stop and pass them on before we go."
Pass by,
But even that, like, what was the end result of that? Like,
he just started getting up.
Did he even say anything?
No, I don't think so.
It cut away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful shot.
Yeah, I mean, Leaf has his own.
These animations this episode are really fucking good.
Yeah.
The water, how the iron bars looked. I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm. Leaf, Leaf kind of got to portray himself in, like, his own, like, I've had a similar journey to you, not the same, but, like, he's like, I'm trying to be, like, as honorable as a warrior as, like, a sailor would be, essentially, and, completing my mission out of, like, respect for Tor's, bring you back, like, it's time for you to come home. And Torfin still does not get it. I feel like really what would make the most sense right now is to have Torfin, like, story-wise going forward from this season, Torfin leave with Leaf, go back home, and then come back to kill Askeladd. And then the other part of the story is to focus on Canute, Askeladd, Floki, Swen, Thorkel, Beef. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that is going to happen. I feel like that would make the most sense for him to, like, diverge off of this, because at this point, you can't beat the dude, and he's clearly not he can't physically learn anything from him. I feel like the most useful thing for Torfin would be...
You need a break.
Take
a vacation.
To go home and, like, reset mentally.
It'd be so cruddy if, like, Canute, Thorkel, and Askeladd all die.
Well,
like, it's just like a failed plan, and like the end result is him and Leaf just going back to Vinland, starting fresh, and the whole result of season 1 is
All that was
Thorfinn finding resolve as a result of all these. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why that would give him resolve. I don't really think that would give him resolve. The only thing that I think at this point could have given him resolve was last episode from yesterday.
He clearly hasn't really taken that part.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even
It's still early, but like who knows? He's kind of like pondering. He's been quiet all episode. Not that he hasn't been quiet for like 13 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, the striking up the Vinland thing clearly is the part that's really like shifted him the most.
Yeah.
I mean, like, even
bringing life to him.
Even invoking his like father's name and trying to get the, like, hey, your father would want you to do this.
Yeah.
Like, didn't really even change him. So.
Got a slight emote out of him.
Yeah, just very little. So I don't know what exactly he'll do. Random, not necessarily a part of it. Did they ever? I know why they killed Tors, because he abandoned the Vikings, and that's like what's it called? Deserted. Mm-hmm. He deserted them, so like punishable by death. They never said how they figured it out, really, right?
No, they haven't.
And they also never said like
who tattled.
Who tattled, but who gave like the order? Like, who's in charge of the Vikings?
Yeah,
like, not King Sven.
I don't really understand.
No, well, but there's like a different, like, it's like someone reports to like the leader of the Vikings. I don't know if that's Floki or if that's like, because King Sven has no care about Tors. I mean, like, that's none of his business.
And he's never mentioned him once.
And they've never mentioned him, but like,
nor given sweat to the fact that his son is in the court or near the court.
Yeah. But I'm just curious, like, why Floki ended up doing it. Like, was it, like,
personally,
Helga's dad was like, I found out this bastard ran away with my daughter. Go kill him. Or did Floki just come to that, like, determination by himself? I don't know. Floki doesn't seem, like, smart enough to do anything on his own. That's why I'm like, this doesn't really make sense.
Yeah. All we have to go off of is Tors' wife, who was royalty, who went missing. I mean, it's like stealing a princess away. Kind of. Stealing a princess.
I blacked out there.
Why?
I don't know.
It's stealing a prince. Like, I'm saying Tors...
Essentially stole away his daughter.
They were saying Tors is supposed to become the king. Like, they were considering him for being the next king of Helga's father.
Next leader of the Vikings.
Yeah. So, the father... Is Helga's father alive?
Well, I don't know currently, but he was back then.
It's so... I don't really understand the hierarchy, because I don't know whatever happened to King Harold either. They sounded
said,
like he got taken out today. In today's episode, it sounded like
Brian
Born or something.
He isolated him or something?
Maybe that's the bad guy of the show. A man named Brian.
Fucking Brian.
Freaking Brian, dude. Gary. It's all Gary's fault.
Brian and Gary.
Kevin.
Fucking Kevin.
These crack-ass white names just rolling these countries.
Can you imagine, like, someone, like, in the Middle Ages being...
Sorry to any Brian, I'm just...
Kevin.
I'm just teasing.
Yeah.
No, we're not. Fuck you, Gary. Dude, okay, wait, no, but actually, could you think of someone, like, it's like, alright, rise now, Brian.
It also doesn't help because I have association with Brian's, so my mind goes to the Brians in my life that I know. It's like Tyler. Hey, King Tyler.
King Tyler, get over here.
I'll go into a different country. Are you kidding me? Freaking
Lord Brian.
You guys good?
Stupid.
Yeah.
Let's hop into the finale. Guys, if you made it this far in the video, make sure you leave a like on it. Leave a comment down below what you thought of the penultimate episode. If you are ready to see the next episode, you can do so. Well, I don't even have to see on Patreon, because by the time you're seeing this, it's only one more day until it's up. So tomorrow we'll see you in the next video, and for the time being, we are going to punch it. See ya! Bye!